Guys, welcome to my very first studio vlog. I recorded this from Saturday until Wednesday, and I'm going to kind of take you through my week and what I worked on. On Saturday, I started working on my little paper mache figures again. These are the little witches that I love doing. I have already made them here and I have let them dry, and now I'm going to add gesso. You'll see that I have my acrylic gesso and a really nice nubby brush just to kind of get all into the cracks. Eventually, these will become little witches or queens or maybe even fairies. I'm really excited to kind of stretch the possibilities of what I've done before with these. And they are kind of laborious, it takes a few days. So I made them, maybe a week ago, where I formed an armature and then applied the paper mache over it with some shop towels and a flour mixture, which is what I always use for my paper mache is a flour mixture. It's old school, but I love it. I fell in love with doing these paper mache figures last year after finding Sarah Hand and her wonderful book and class. And one thing that I love about them is that I can just kind of work on them in bits and pieces, which really works with my schedule and with being, a mom and running around and doing stuff all the time. And that was all the art I did. And the next day was Sunday, and I got a huge surprise because I found out that I got into my first very large craft fair. So excited, the Chesapeake Craft Fair, which is going to be the end of April. And I didn't really do any more art that day, but on Monday it was time to get to work. You can see here I've taken over the kitchen table. I really wanted to get into it. And I had another great surprise was that a short that I had uploaded up to YouTube took off a little bit more. So that was lots of fun with me excitingly telling my family how many views I had. You can check it out on my shorts page. It's a fun one. And then the next day was Tuesday, and I decided to really focus. And one thing that I've decided to do this year is to write down things in a planner. I haven't done that in years. I've been using my phone, but it feels so good just to kind of have that physical thing of writing it down. So that's my pretty new planner that we've got going on. And one of the things that I really wanted to work on was acrylics. And you'll see here my Stat Wet palette, which I love. Unfortunately, I left it too wet for over a few months, and so it molded. So I have to use old school plastic plate here. And there's another panel that I have already prepared, gessoed, and is ready to go. But this is the painting that I kind of wanted to use as a test to see if I could really do acrylic paintings on wood panels. I did a few last year. I didn't really love anything, but I wanted to keep trying, even though it's not my usual medium. I usually work in Procreate, and before that, I worked in watercolor. And my friends, when I tell you, I struggled just to get this painting. It didn't seem to be working. I kept trying different things. I kept pushing forward. I'm using a combo of acrylic gesso and the acrylic gesso that's already combined together, and it was a struggle. I'll let you watch and see how it went. So I struggled mightily and then I had a breakthrough. But then unfortunately, I also discovered that my phone had stopped recording, so I cannot share the breakthrough with you, which is hilarious. And so we got into the next day. So Wednesday, you'll see here, there is the painting. I have really kind of gotten a handle on it now. This is Wednesday morning. You'll see my usual ritual of exchanging an old coffee cup for a new coffee cup. I have also changed the angle that I am filming at now. I think this is much better. And obviously, I have changed the angle that I'm painting at now, and that was a huge game changer. I'm so used to working on flat surfaces that I felt kind of dumb when I realized, oh, this should be up on an easel so I can paint it more easily. And you'll see here, I am wearing my gnome jammies. This is an early morning. The school was delayed, so I was able to sneak in a little bit of painting before everyone had to go and get ready for school. But I felt like I had really made a great advancement here. And so from here on, I just had a lot of fun with this acrylic painting. And this is me after getting dressed and getting ready to start the day after I have gotten the kids in school, new fresh cup of coffee. And I decided I wanted to go ahead and draw on some panels to get other characters. So, my idea for my booth is for it to be a magical woodland forest where we're going to have lots of paintings of potions. We're going to have lots of paintings of all the different characters that live in the forest, as well as little gnome, fairy, dragon figures, witch, fairy figures. Um, Maybe even a couple of queen figures. We'll see. I'm going to have lots of fun with it. But I really just kind of love that theme. And this day was a really good art day. It's so nice when you have days like this because it doesn't always happen to where things work out. In fact, most days, things don't work out. But today, or excuse me, Wednesday was just a day where the paintings painted, the drawings drew. It was great. And so I had lots of fun preparing other panels, and I'm excited to go ahead and paint them so that I hope to have a whole wall of these little people who live in the forest. And you'll see here I have already primed and gessoed these boards, and I'm drawing on them with a pencil and using my lovely little rubber eraser, which erases pretty well. And because our day had been going so well, I decided that after lunch, I want to go ahead and start doing paper mache. Now, you saw my paper mache figures. I also do these paper mache kind of wall hangings, wall decorations, and I've done a couple of them. And the last ones I did quite a while ago, they just didn't work. So I kind of decided to give up on them a while, but I wanted to get back into it. Here you'll see me tearing up the materials for the paper mache. I'm just using packing paper that comes with all of the delivery boxes, shredding it. You have to wear your little robe. You have to wear your little apron to protect your clothes because paper mache is very messy. That's something that I kind of want to show is that I am a very messy artist. So while I absolutely adore all of the people who do the videos that are so neat and everything is organized, that is not me. So I just kind of want to show you how it's messy and it's always a little chaotic, but I get it done and I love it. And so there's no like one right way to do art. Just have fun and do what you can when you can and enjoy the rest of me finishing these little paper mache figures. And I'll hopefully show it to you in a couple of weeks when I have worked a little bit more on it. If you guys want to see more of my process and how I work on my art as well as my illustrations, let me know. I'm happy to continue to try to film some more of these little studio vlogs. They are fun, and as you see, it's kind of piecemeal for me, a little bit every day in between teaching and other things. But I love it. So drop me a like or subscribe, guys. I'd love to hear your comments. Talk to you soon. Bye.